Cabin boy, come down from the rigging. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging.
Hi there, I'm Cliven Bundy, here in Bunkerville, Nevada. And the government can have my cows when they pry them from my cold, dead fingers. I know that there's some people, matter of fact, a lot of people, matter of fact, thousands of other ranchers right here in Nevada that pays those tyrannical land use fees that the tyrants in Washington, D.C. requires that they pay, but that ain't government land. At least not as far as I recognize it. Nope, I says it's my land, and I'm Cliven Bundy, and I ought to know what's my land and what's government land. And if they say it's government land, that's because that tyrant in Washington, D.C., Obama, done told him to say that. Ronnie Reagan would let nothing like this happen, to have all them black helicopters and stuff swooping down and chasing my cows into corrals. I tell you what, I'll believe that's the government's land and that I gotta pay the government when Ronald Wilson Reagan himself comes here and tells me that.
Cliven Bundy.
Who the hell are you?
Here's the disembodied spirit speaking through the rotted corpse of Ronald Wilson Reagan, the 40th President of the United States of America. And back when I was president, I passed a law about all this here nonsense. As a matter of fact, I did what they call an executive order. As a matter of fact, on February 14th, Valentine's Day, in 1986, I signed an executive order saying, by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, and in order to provide for establishment of appropriate fees for the grazing of domestic livestock on public rangeland, it is ordered as follows. 1. Determination of fees. The Secretary of Agriculture and the Interior are directed to exercise their authority to the extent permitted by law under the various statutes they administer to establish fees for domestic livestock grazing on the public rangelands, which annually equals the...
You saw that, right? That zombie Reagan that Obama sent here to fool everybody. He was heading right to get my brain, but I got his before he got mine. Anyway, I am Cliven Bundy, and the government can have my cows when they pry them from my cold, dead fingers. And that's all I got to say for right now.
I am a cabin boy and that's a life for me. I climb aboard this pirate ship to sail across the sea. I've been to countries every trip, but that's the thrill of a pirate ship. Oh, I am a cabin boy and that's a life for me.
Hello. Welcome to this episode of Comrade Cabin Boy Mocks the Lickspittle Bourgeoisie with your host, the Comrade Cabin Boy. For the next hour, or until he runs out of material, Comrade Cabin Boy will mock those who need mocking, deride those who require derision, and generally point out the foolishness of people who vote against their own self-interests. And now, here's the Comrade Cabin Boy.
Call me the Cabin Boy.
My actual name is Bill Schmalfelt, but I'm known amongst the Lickspittles as the Cabin Boy. This is a name that was given to me by a Mr. W.J.J. Hogue of Westminster, Maryland, in his blog, Hogewash. You see, he had this whole pirate thing going on with a friend of mine named Brett Kimberlin. He's known as the Dread Pirate. My friend William Ferguson is known as Very Ordinary Seaman William Ferguson. Neil Rauhauser is known as First Mate Neil Rauhauser. So I guess I'm third in the pecking order because I'm Cabin Boy Bill Schmalfelt. Since this is the first episode of this podcast, you'll get to know W.J.J. Hogue and his Lickspittle horde much better before all is said and done. But we started today's show with another example of a wingnut who thinks that everybody else should be paying his way because he doesn't want to give any money to Washington, D.C. They're just going to give it to people who sit around and get things for nothing, like what he's getting, by grazing his cattle on land he doesn't own without paying the grazing fee to the Bureau of Land Management. Now, wisely, the Bureau has backed off for the time being, but it was only after a considerable amount of whining by Cliven Bundy and his right-wing supporters.
You know what? There's a basic problem with freedom in this here country. Why, a man don't even get to do what a man ought to do anymore without the government sticking its nose in his business. Take my situation, for instance. I feed a bunch of cows on government-owned land, or at least the government says they own it. The fact of the matter is, my claim to that land goes back further than the government does. But they says I gotta pay them.
They couldn't be madder way out in Nevada. That's what all the wingnuts say. 'Cause old Cliven Bundy's got knotted up undies. They's taken his cows away.
Yep. We just backed them trucks right up to the property, loaded it up with cows, and took them away. Won't say whether or not they euthanized them or not. I sure am seeing a lot of hamburger sales in the grocery stores.
The hot sun is blazing, his cows should be grazing, but fees he refused to pay.
Thank God we got this southern Nevada militia over here.
They're taking his cows away. But here's the straight lowdown on this would-be showdown. It shows his naivete.
What?
If you don't pay your fees meant for government easement, they'll take all your cows away.
That is not their land. My claim to that land goes back a lot further than theirs does. And that's my brand on them cows. They got no business taking my cows. And it all straight to hell.
He's mad as a hornet. He caused his own torment when fees he refused to pay.
We're gonna have us another wounded knee here in a minute.
They took all his cows away.
No, I ain't talking about that massacre and all the Indians who got killed. I'm talking about my own knee. Heard him trying to climb over a fence to shoo away them government trucks. Damn it all to hell. Whatever happened to freedom?
Not my cows.
Cabin boy, come down from the rigging. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging.
And now it's time to drop in on the Lickspittles. Let's hear what they're saying about the Cabin Boy today on the Hogewash blog.
Did you hear what the cabin boy did this time?
Oh God, now what? I bet it was awful.
Oh, it was awful. He's mocking a dead baby again.
When is he not mocking a dead baby?
But it's even more than that.
What could be worse than mocking a dead baby?
Somehow, he found out where the baby was buried.
You're kidding me.
He dug it up.
O-M-G.
Then, he went to the parents' house.
All the way down in Texas?
He had the baby in a box, wrapped like a Christmas present.
Oh, the fiendish bastard. He did not.
Yes, he did.
Horrible. Just horrible.
And then, when the parents unwrapped the box...
I bet they were shocked and horrified at his monstrous deed, this monstrous cabin boy.
And that's not all the monster did.
What else did he do?
He delivered a well-executed dropkick to the poor, grieving father.
See? I knew he was faking his Parkinson's disease. I just knew it.
Then...
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
As the father laid there, barely conscious on the floor...
You mean the rug, right?
They don't have a rug. It's a floor.
Oh, linoleum.
Anyway, he started to rip the dead baby in 2 pieces.
No, he did not.
Yes.
Stop it.
And then he started feeding it to the poor, groggy, grieving father.
Holy Lord God in heaven. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Stuff the little dead baby right into his mouth?
Well... I heard he did.
That sounds evil, even for the monstrous cabin boy who has been faking his Parkinson's disease. Did you read this on the dead baby's father's blog?
Didn't he write a blog post about it?
If he did, I don't remember hearing anything about it, until now.
Oh, well, it sounds like something he'd do.
Oh, without a doubt. The cabin boy is evil.
Evil.
Evil personified.
So very evil.
The most evil ever.
Quite evil indeed.
Indeed.
I've never seen such evil.
I never believed such evil was possible.
He should go to jail with the terrorist bombardilla.
But there you go. He most certainly should.
Yes.
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 Ditto. 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 Ditto.
Cabin boy, come down from the rigging. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging. Wildest boy in the harbor town, wearing your mom and the teachers down. 3 months at sea with the Captain Brown. Honest work will turn the lad around. Oh, cabin boy, come down from the rigging where the old tricolor flies. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging, gonna bring you back alive. One night in the pub when the pints flowed free, his father and the captain and the priest agreed they'd rein him in on the open sea. The best laid plans go awry, you see. Oh, cabin boy, come down from the rigging where the old tricolor flies. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging, gonna bring you back alive. Every report was a brand new trial. The boy'd run off with a hell-bent smile. He was out with a gal on the red light mile when the drunken sailors found the child. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging where the old tricolor flies. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging, gonna bring you back alive. We're climbing up the mast with the sailor's ease, swinging from the spars like a chimpanzee. The captain fretting, can you watch him please? That boy's gonna be the death of me. Oh, cabin boy, come down from the rigging where the old tricolor flies. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging, gonna bring you back alive. When dawn broke through from a pitch-black night and we all cried, yo, with the land in sight, then we looked to the sails with a terrible fright as he dove from the top in the morning light. Oh, cabin boy, come down from the rigging where the old tricolor flies. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging, gonna bring you back alive. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging where the old tricolor flies. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging, gonna bring you back alive. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging. Cabin boy, come down from the rigging.
Every day in America, thousands of journalists suffer from cruelty and neglect. Thousands were rescued last year. Lee Stranahan was not one of them.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
He could be one of the thousands of other deadbeats for whom help came too late. Hi, I'm Sarah McAwful. Will you be an angel for a journalist who needs your help? Every day,